Hello there everyone, and welcome to Napoleon Total War. This is the mod Masters of Europe, so we'll see a bit of different units than from the standard. It will also play a bit different from the standard game. Now, why am I playing this? Well, I was invited by Wise Coffin, which you might be familiar with if you follow my Dark Elf campaign on Call of Warhammer for the hot seat. He is the actual host of that, and so he has a series called Game of... Wait, is it Game of... I think he calls it Game of Bros, I think he calls it. And what it is basically he challenge other YouTubers to a sort of a series of battles within a certain game mod, and we pick armies and we fight it out against each other. So there will be a sort of continuation upon this army, and against this it's a bit hard to explain. Now I would send you over to hear his explanation of how it works. Unfortunately, he forgot to record his voice, so I'm not entirely sure we will see the first battle from his side. But anyways, we're gonna play quite a few battles in this. I'm playing as Prussia, he's playing as Russia, and for this battle we're at Dresden. And let's quickly take a look at my army as we're about to go into battle here. I've got 2 6-pounder artillery. Then we got 2 Landwehr on either side. Then we got 2 garrison units of 1808, and then Fusiliers 1808 in front. And I've been able to spawn up ahead 2 units of Freikorps Fusilier, in which I hope to ambush the Russians. I've also got a Freikorps Lancer over here. Let's go ahead and zoom in on some of these units.
Nur Mut, Kameraden! Fasst euch ein Herz!
Since they are changed from the vanilla version.
Stelle, Soldat! Still jetzt in den Reihen, Milizionäre!
And I should mention also, I have there's a lot of different generals, but I have von Gneisenau as my general. I think we're gonna see my ambush go into play over here. The Freikorps is deploying against the Grasdane, which is, I guess, some sort of militia unit that he has. Feuer frei! Now this game mode plays a lot, or this mod plays a lot different than normal Napoleon. Instead of one of those mods where the musket aren't as deadly as in vanilla, so you will see quite prolonged musket duels. Now both of my traps on either side will work, but at the same time they won't. This one will fail because he's got his battery over there, and one cannonball is going to fly and take away quite a few of my men, and they're going to retreat. The morale is also different in this mod, which means the unit's going to break a lot easier than in the normal vanilla. So I am winning here, which is not very surprising because the Lutzerkopf Fusiliers are a lot better than the
Our men are
Grande.
running, sir.
Unfortunately, we got some good cannonballs coming in there and taking out quite a few of them, and now they're falling back. I'm gonna have to move up my general to try to get them back in fighting order. But we got my supporting units coming up as well. I really love the flags in this mod. See if you can actually hear me. I really love the flags in this mod. Also, the Landwehr is really cool because I like the yellow on these. It adds to the uniform. And the fact that the music of the drummers and so on. And I'm gonna push up Fusiliers on here as well. We're gonna pull these guys in, and then we're gonna deploy these guys on the flank as well. Now I was very pleased with my setup of units. The only thing that I sort of regret comparing with his army is the fact that he has actually horse artillery, which would gain him a lot more mobility in moving his artillery quickly around. But the thing is, he hasn't played Napoleon that much, so we're not going to see any of those kinds of play from him. And now finally my artillery is coming up, ready to pound the enemy. But we can see here what's going to happen to my other trap. The Freikorps is now being pushed in, firing into the flank of this Opoleshiny unit. Unfortunately though, I missed the fact that he had cavalry. Or I didn't actually miss it. It was just that I was under the impression that these guys could form square, which quite a few, which it seems to be a little bit about, little bit strange of what units can form square and what units cannot form square. So these guys are gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna go too well for them. I will try to bring them back into the fight, but they're gone. Part of the rules here, since it is a continuous fight, is if you lose or if the unit gets down to a less than 20%, I think, then the unit cannot be used in the second battle or the next battle that's played after that. But now I'm getting down my cannons, and we're gonna spray the enemy with some good canister, which is gonna send them off. Some sort of bug here. I imagine that maybe he clicked to charge the cannons or something. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. And we forced the Russians back over here. Yeah, we got some canister flying. Canister is very useful since the muskets are not very useful in killing the enemy. So canister is something that really improves my chances of winning. Now I will concentrate a lot during the actual battle here because I want to save this unit. So I'm gonna miss the fact that this cavalry unit is gonna take out this other one. But we're gonna see some surprising stuff over on this side, since we got these Cossacks now chasing these guys off. I'm trying to get my general out there to support them. But at the same time, I obviously don't want to lose them. So I'm keeping them away. Not entirely sure if he's going to try to charge here. Anyways, at a certain point, he's going to pull them off. And no, I think they're actually going to retreat, but then they recover and they station themselves here, looking this way. And I'll ride up me with my general, shooting them in the back, hopefully to send them completely off the field. He wakes up and he charged my general, and we're gonna see that later on, but it's pretty cool. We've got this fight going down here. A lot of it is being won by the fact that I am able to spray the units right here with canister. We can see quite a few Russians lying dead here. And I'm also spraying with canister over towards this unit as well. Now he has deployed a lot of weaker units, a lot of basically militia units, in a hope to have more men than me, as he said himself when we were playing. Unfortunately though for him, this is a battle with a lot of choke points, where my superior troops are able to hold, where he can't use basically the superiority numbers. But as we can see, these guys are now moving to take these guys out. But I want to focus now on some interesting stuff which is going to go down right here. Now the general unit in this mod is able to fire. He has they do have muskets, so they're able to shoot. And I'm trying to I thought that he had completely forgot about this unit, so I'm trying to send it off the field. And here I basically think that the game is up, because if I lose my general, and as we see here, my general actually stands right there. I think that's my general. No, that's not the general actually. But at the time when I played, I thought that was the general. So I was really worried that it was about to die. And what I do is I inspire the own general unit. And as we're gonna see here, it's gonna actually be able to take down the Cossacks. Let's see if we can find my general. Oh, it's there. There he is, I think. Yes, there he is. Von Gneisenau and his unit is fighting the Cossacks. So far, about 10 Cossacks have died, and we have lost 3 men. Let's see if Von Gneisenau can actually draw his sword and actually kill one of these Cossacks. But as we see here, the Cossacks actually break at this point. And what I thought, I like at this point, I was so bloody relieved at the fact that my general didn't die, because the moral impact on my army would have been devastating, I believe, if he would have been killed or if he would have been sent off, just because how the moral works in this game. I'm gonna chase them anyways and chase them off the field. So we're gonna get them away. And we can go in close here, take a look at just the amount of Russians actually lying dead there that died to my canister. I'm gonna move these guys up at some point as well. But we can also see here that canister taken quite a lot of men here. And the Freight Corps was sent off, just as I said, at the same time as I'm over-focusing on that side.
We've taken the buildings up!
He goes ahead and charges them here. Now at this point, I'm not too worried the fact that he's made it across the bridge. He's only getting closer to my canister, which is completely destroying him. So that's just a good thing. Same on this side. I have no real interest in pushing forward right now, since I'm actually wrecking his units with my canister. But I'm still a bit worried because it's going to be hard to try to get these cannons. Luckily for me though, he's going to deploy them right here, which is going to have the house on this flank, which is going to protect once my Freikorps comes around and attacks this way. I'm pretty sure that was sort of Spanish, and that's because we sort of, I don't think we fully installed the mod correctly. So they speak, sometimes they also speak Turkish all of a sudden, which is, I don't know. At some point as well, I think I'm gonna throw this one forward into a bayonet charge, which is not gonna go too well. I think it's maybe against this unit and not this one, but my unit is actually gonna be destroyed almost. Another unit has come to take the other one's place and just continue spraying his lines with canister. Moving the general to get a better, moving the cannons to get a better view here of his troops. He's moving up another one across the bridge. So at this point it's not going too well for him. But you can't really expect more when you have all these militia units, which are not doing very well. He's got some units here in reserve, so I'm not entirely sure. I think it was because he wanted to have something saved in case things went completely to the shitter, and he would have to pull back to fight in a second battle. I'm not entirely sure if I completely destroyed any units, but after this battle, the next battle, he's gonna get a more defensive map, and I'm gonna be attacking. I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I think I'm gonna get some form of like bonus, maybe veterancy for my units or something. And in his case, he might have some units that were completely broken, that he's not gonna be able to field again, like this unit, 41 men. I hope I spray that with canister.
Господин офицер, нельзя, чтобы солдаты вас таким видели.
Didn't actually. It would have been nice if I had completely destroyed it. I think we're closing in here for the bayonet charge. Yes, here we go.
Sergeant, da halten Sie unsere Flanke im Auge.
Neu formieren! Neu formieren!
And the battle ends off there with both units being broken down. But it was good test there for the fact that I now know that bayonet charges against the Russians is probably not something I should do. And he moved up his cavalry there, trying to support, I guess, over here. But they were shot down by the Fusiliers, and I think I'm gonna pull the Freikorps into action. And the Freikorps cavalry is going to get revenge for the defeat of the two infantry battalions, or the infantry divisions, or regiments, I probably should say. I'm pulling back my troops here, but I'm not entirely sure why he keeps advancing. He's gonna run into canister, and it's not gonna be very nice. But let's go ahead and see here. His cavalry is gonna come back, but it's gonna be too little too late. For the black flag is raised, and the sons of Prussia.
Ich will das Weiße in Ihren Augen sehen. Das Weiße in Ihren Augen.
Actually, where is it? There they are. And it is at this point that he realized he's fucked, and he's gonna use he's gonna basically retreat from the field here. As part of the rules, he's gonna save the rest of his men and save himself from utter destruction here. I do believe that I actually completely crushed his artillery unit, because this one has no men left. I'm not sure if all of them, that's because all of them died, or there's 4 left in one of the units, or if it's they don't count anymore because they were pushed off the field. But he's gonna pull back his men, and there we go, victory for me. I lost 300 men, you can say 300 men. And he lost about 700. He only actually deployed only about 100 men more. So I'm not entirely sure how that worked out. I think it's because he's probably spent a bit more on cavalry and a bit more on cannons than I did. And I think that's where the cost for his units came in. Anyways, let's take a look at the biggest killers. My 2 artillery pieces, of course, being very good killers. Then we got Garrison Fusilier and the Freikorps cavalry. My general coming in here as well, very unusual here, with 8 man loss and a 33-man kill. On the worst here, we're gonna see 1 Landwehr, which I didn't deploy at all. 1 garrison that killed 7 people, didn't lose anyone. And then we've got the 2 Freikorps Fusilier regiments, both of them not doing too well. This one killed 9 people, and this one killed 40 people, while almost losing everyone. But still within the range. This one was the closest one, I believe, to actually be completely pushed out. Actually, this one these two were the closest one. We can see here after these three, the garrison which charged, did a bayonet charge. In these two, they were ambushed by cavalry and killed off by cavalry more or less, and cannon. The next one is the cavalry unit, the Freikorps cavalry, which only lost 12. So beyond these three units, the rest of my army didn't really lose anyone. So yeah, there we go. I hope you enjoy this, and hopefully you stick around to watch more of these as my army progresses, and we will increase the funds as we go, and we will see bigger battles. So I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!